What is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, our favorite playful little short girl is back at it again, and she has a lot of people wondering why, oh, why does she have to be the way that she is? And I think it's hilarious because there's some other female characters that are pretty questionable, like how unphysically capable their bodies are. Like, it's almost like they are fictional characters, like they're not real. And when these characters that aren't real get praised and get treated like they're doing like the creators have created something amazing and no one's ever gonna see something like this again, then you get something like this girl, and for some odd reason everybody and their mom can't accept it. And when I say everybody and their mom, there's actually some people who accept it, believe it or not. I know it's a crazy concept. People actually don't mind this design to a point where they don't have to tell everybody about the design and whatnot. She's straight up just another anime girl with an anime-esque body, and actually this body of hers is more like it's actually capable of being a thing in real life, unlike some of the bodies, for instance, like in One Piece and stuff, aren't even possible. But all women on there are treated practically like queens, unless you're pudding for like a couple chapters and then a couple of episodes, and then all of a sudden you get the fan base 50-50 on it. You know, like some people like her, some people don't, whatever. But I digress. To think that people are so worried about looks to the case where you still somehow continue to look. How do you continue to look at something you dislike? I digress. This week's episode was good in certain matters because of not only did I feel like their bond get kind of closer, it also just showcased there isn't anything she really wants out of him besides to actually be around him, seemingly, right? Like, it doesn't seem like she wants anything all that bad from him, and it just comes to the fact that the matter that he just doesn't want to deal with her. You know, that's actually his lifestyle. Like, he wants to be the way that he is right now, and to have her come in and be the polar opposite of his lifestyle, it's actually understandable. You know, like, there's a lot of people that I didn't agree with when they had relationships and they had hobbies or goals or just things that they really loved. They loved as much as I loved talking about this show, or no, sorry, this show, talking about these types of shows, animes in general. Like, if someone came into my life and just told me to stop doing it because that's just what they wanted me to do, and only for the reason because they didn't like it or they didn't care, in the case of if I do it and it makes me happy, why find something else type of deal. Like, that's how from outside looking in on some of these things, is how I felt about it. So to know that you have someone who actually, when you're sick and down and you can't do anything and you're kind of useless physically, and you actually need more help than you can like entertain, and so to speak, people leave. You know, like, people just they don't care to help you. People don't look for all of the types of antidote. Like, she didn't even know what he really had. She was just trying to attack the symptoms that he was showing. You know, he could have literally had something else and it just had a flu-like symptom, but in her mind she wanted to at least get anything that was hurting him. You know, he was sweating. He was clearly had a fever. Uh, and he wasn't really coughing that much from what I remember. So it was small little details like that she was looking for the medicines for. And when she wound up coming back, she does one thing that I should probably do when I'm sick. And that's when I am absolutely just drenched in sweat, or even just on hot days, I guess. I guess you should just like wipe yourself down, right? Like I usually just take a cold shower, that's pretty nice, but this wipe down technique, we have seen it for decades of anime, okay? Like this is the go-to brother and sister before shower respectful thing to help each other out with. And for some reason, even the kids know that it's nice, you know. So once I do get a wifey, I will let you all know about how it feels to get your back scrubbed before going into this. I'm sorry. But yeah, she pretty much just became a wife, became everything he needed at the moment while he was sick, and to watch him enjoy that company, so to speak, wasn't possible because from his perspective, he was being tortured, right? Like he was miserable. uh, and that's mainly due to her playing video games and being loud, asking him questions like how to beat certain bosses. Like if you don't figure that out and get out of my face, um, it was the smallest things that really just brought out more of her interesting character, of why is she going this far out of her way to, hang with someone that just expressed to you now that he really doesn't care, to do these types of things. Like I really don't want to be around people. I think it's that sense she just has about him that clearly tells her different, right? Like not many people would keep prying and whatnot, and that's the reason why she was actually surprised in the case of him having a friend, because to have friends would mean that they know you're a loner as well, and they still like respect it to a point that you're such a loner that even your one friend doesn't like get caught hanging out with you. uh, so that's just how that be, you know. So there's a lot of different indicators that they're showing here that's pretty hilarious for the remainder of the show, just as not only is someone who seemingly had a crush on this guy, she's kind of baffled by the case of, or she's baffled, I'm baffled. I was surprised how well she's taking this. And not only is she taking this, once she saw her father kind of give this girl his stamp approval and gave her this freaking hilarious high five, man, I was dying. Yay, yay! That was all I needed. I woke up pretty in a laughing mood after that crap. Holy. So not only was it cool to see her pretty much always take the spotlight when it comes to his life and make him become someone he hates to be, uh, it comes with a price, right? Like, we're gonna see if this can be pushed too far. We're gonna see if this can get actually really annoying, because we already know what she's gonna do when she's mad or annoyed. She's gonna stop talking. She's gonna do that, have no eyes and let their hair block them. But to us, we just see her whole face is like a dark shadow. Um, I think she has a really intelligent know about when he feels whatever way he feels at the moment. So it's the easiest thing to attack for her, and to continuously, like attack correctly. Just like when she didn't see his face, but can figure out that he's probably embarrassed and that she needs to take advantage of that moment knowing that that's something she would have, if she would have did and saw his face, she would have known that she could, what she was gonna get, like reaction wise out of him. So I don't know. The show is definitely ridiculously hilarious, and I guess if you're still watching it, even though you hate how she looks, you must found something you like about the show, because yet again, if I hated Dragon Ball Super, Naruto, or One Piece and all that stuff, I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk about it. You know how you'll know if I like that stuff? If I actually talk about it, okay? that's, that's just how it should be, but nowadays you gotta express it, or no one in the world will express it. So good for y'all. I don't agree, and let's move on. All right, have a good one, y'all. Peace.